He's a national award winner. He's called the stylish star and bunny by his fans. His films are a box office rage, but his impact goes beyond the screen. He's called a youth icon. His style, his dialogue delivery and on-screen persona resonate with the younger generation. He influences trends in fashion, dance and even lifestyle choices. Now, as he readies to release the trailer of Pushpa the Rule on his birthday on the 8th of April, we talk about the magic of Allu Arjun. And joining me to discuss this are Girish, Wankhede, Saurabh, Varma and my colleague Geeta. Saurabh, what explains the phenomenal popularity of Allu Arjun? You know, back in the day we used to think of South Indian stars being confined to their geographical regions, and today you have someone like Allu Arjun who's literally broken out of the South and he's a nationwide star with Pushpa.
So in my mind, every country, every film has a kind of a massy star.
Right.
A star who's acknowledged not just by the metropolitan cities, but also with the auto rickshaw walas and all the masses and everybody. I think Allu Arjun has crossed that line where he's acknowledged by the people who come to the multiplexes, but also love to go to cinemas. And I think that's also thanks to the pandemic, where people have consumed all his films on the YouTube and everything.
Yes.
And he's got a certain energy which brings in a extreme different USP which no other actor has. So I think that's one of the reasons why the Allu Arjun is such a big star. He's right now called the iconic star.
Yes.
And there's nobody else matching that energy.
The iconic star, nobody else matching that energy. But Girish, like we were discussing earlier on Geeta, in the old days, southern stars had to actually come to Bollywood to be recognized. You had to have, Rajnikant who had to catch that flight from Chennai and come and land in Mumbai. Kamala Hassan had to do the same thing. And today you have Allu Arjun who's sitting there in his house in Hyderabad shooting movies, and we can't wait to see a trailer of his film. I mean, that's the kind of anticipation he's built up with Pushpa 2. What explains his phenomenal popularity? How did he become number one, hero number one?
Yeah, it is all because of the penetration of television channels. In fact, as Saurabh has said, during the pandemic also, people have consumed so much of South Indian films, and that was all because of the prime TV channels which were showcasing the dubbed version of these films. Then the OTT was the second vertical, where there was a lot of promotion of these films. And the third is the massive success of these films. When you see Pushpa 1, it has all the elements of our old timers and old Masala, pot boiler films of Hindi, which whereas the Hindi film industry was more going towards art house cinema and more on realism,
multiplex cinemas.
Whereas they were talking about larger than life experience. So such thing which got the imagination of the masses. So television, OTT and of course the celluloid and the box office success is something because of which Allu Arjun is an iconic star.
Absolutely. Girish, what a beautiful combination of celluloid success, the OTT of course, and dubbed movies, Geeta, but the ultimate post-pandemic star, Allu Arjun. And we're literally the countdown to his movie Pushpa 2 is begun. Is it called what? The Rise?
Rule.
The Rule.
First was
the
Rise,
first
now
was
he's
the Rise,
ruling,
and
which is
the
truly
second
what
is
he
the
is
Rule.
now.
Yeah, and so I spoke to someone recently and he said that it's not a question whether it's going to hit 1,000 crore in box office. It's how far it's going to go after crossing 1,000 crore. I mean, that's the kind of expectation on this movie. But the Allu Arjun phenomenon, Geeta, I mean, like Girish mentioned, it's also about the South understanding what viewers wanted after the pandemic, the larger than life, experience, which is what stars like Allu Arjun gave them.
So we were doing a story earlier also, and that's when we've been speaking to a lot of film
South.
industry people and asking them about why the films were flopping and how the South Indian films are managed to connect all India. And I remember one of the people, somebody told us, that how Bombay film industry was trying to become Hollywood, and they were trying to be more Hollywood and more true to life and all of that. And it's not as they didn't see success, but that massy success that Saurabh talked about,
absolutely.
You connected from the rickshawala till the top
from
guy.
the rickshawala to the classy guys in South Mumbai, and that's the range of fan following that Allu Arjun has. And this is the reason for Pushpa 2, Pushpa the Rise, to become such an eagerly anticipated movie. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, Girish, Saurabh and my colleague Geeta Dutta. Pushpa 2 The Rise is a movie that we'll be tracking very closely.